What do you think of Douglas Lima versus Rory Macdonald?
That was a great fight to watch, wasn't it?
I thought it was, yeah.
Honestly, it looked like, I mentioned this a little bit before the podcast. It just looked to me like the leg kicks Douglas Lima landed on Rory in the first fight were still affecting Rory to in that fight. Like the apprehension of getting kicked there and getting damaged there was still there. For good reason. Like did you see the lump on Rory's
it was crazy.
Shin? But from the first fight still, like there's still a massive lump. Like, and then Douglas Lima was kicking it again. And those calf kick he throws are so crisp, so sharp, so pinpoint accurate. And you were saying and we're sure he practices that.
Of course, yeah.
His timing is impeccable with those.
I think the context behind you saying he practices that is, I suppose, because the question would be, why didn't Rory check it? So I don't know. That's a question.
Yeah,
I'm not criticising Rory on it. But that's a question that people for sure will ask.
Yeah.
Why didn't he check it? Can you talk a little bit about what that's like in a fight?
Yeah, well, I guess sometimes it's very hard because you're not up against something you've worked before, you work with constantly. It's not like he has set patterns. When you're up against another guy in the octagon, you're working things out, working out patterns, planning your attacks, counter-attacking their attacks on the spot. You're trying to work out what's going on as you're moving with it all. So it's very easy to get caught in those traps where you get a leg kick and you're a little too slow, but then you think I want to attack, and then as you go to attack and you plant on your left leg, he kicks it again.
Or he jabs you because he was hitting him with a jab as well.
Or he jabs you. Yeah, and that's another thing. I think playing on those leg kicks again, they opened up everything for Lima. His jabs were clean to get through there because Rory was so apprehensive of those leg kicks. And man, it was a great fight. Douglas Lima knew what he had to do and just fought so well, patiently.
How you've trained with Rory? How good is Douglas Lima then?
Douglas Lima is phenomenal. He's very, very good because Rory is very, very, very good. Just look at the names Rory's fought.
What's that say then? Do you think for the divisions outside of the UFC? Because a lot of people would have thought Rory would go in there and just
kill everybody. No, I think the Bellator division and roster is just growing. I think the level of fighters across the board is going higher, and it's great to see that they're growing the way they are.
How close do you think Rory was to winning those the rounds? How close do you think the rounds were?
I don't the rounds. I would have given the first one maybe to Rory. It's hard to say. That one would have been on the fence. Maybe the second one, but you can see as the damage went on to Rory's lead leg, and then once the apprehension was there and Lima started getting to his rhythm where he could land his left jab, Rory wasn't getting the shots. You could see it was just becoming an uphill battle for Rory the entire time. And you could see as the rounds progressed, Rory was shooting more and more and more off the bat to try and he knew he had to win some rounds. He had to get the takedown. He had to slow this down to win the rounds. And I think it was a close fight, but I don't think it was that close. I think Lima won it pretty handily.
What's that like though when you're no longer shooting? Because Rory, what it seemed like to me as well when he was hurt, he was no longer shooting off his say-so. He was shooting off Lima's, what I mean?
Yeah, he was just shooting because he had to.
How hard is that to change that balance, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, we've talked about it. We've talked about it on the podcast a lot, the rhythm of the fight, the ebb and flow of the fight. And the thing is, I think they almost out of the gate, Lima was kind of working the rhythm of the fight. He was stalking him down. He was popping that lead leg. He was implementing his jabs and hook game. He was stuffing Rory's shots the entire time, and you could see, you can literally see the wave of the fight. Just Lima had it. Like he had control of the fight and he was directing it where to go, and Rory was kind of working on that, like trying to take it back from him by bringing in the shots. He tried getting in there and working those front kicks. He tried to bring the flow back, but it was just Lima had it just locked, tight grip on that flow and just held it.